A video was published this past week that was taken sometime in the last week after the presidential debate at the end of June. But it showed Donald Trump, of course, on a golf course in his little golf cart, because God forbid he walk the course. But anyway, Trump was caught on video in his little golf cart ranting and raving about President Biden and Kamala Harris. Here is what Trump said. And I'm going to try to censor the language as best I can, but Trump's on the golf course, so he's totally uncensored, didn't know he was being filmed, so he said this. He just quit, he's quitting the race. I got him out of the race, and that means we have Kamala. I think she's going to be better. She's so bad. She's so pathetic. She's so effing bad. Can you imagine that guy dealing with Putin and the president of China, who's a fierce person? He's a fierce man, a very tough guy. Xi Jinping. That is the name of the individual of whom you were thinking there, Xi Jinping. Those are things you kind of ought to know, seeing as how you've met him multiple times. And of course, you want to be president again, you should know the names of those world leaders. But his attacks on President Biden, first of all, Biden has not dropped out. Like, you did not get him out of the race. If Biden does end up dropping out of the race, it's actually not because of you. It's because of all of the voices on the left saying, get the hell out, you're not up to the job anymore. You have nothing to do with that. His opponent could have been a potato, and those calls would still be coming in. So don't take credit for stuff you didn't actually do. Now, all of that, of course, is to be expected. Trump hates Biden. Trump hates Harris. He's going to attack those two relentlessly, along with anybody else in the left. What really got me about the tape was when Donald Trump looked over to the individual who was golfing with him. So far, this individual, from what I've seen, has not yet been identified. So just a random dude. And Trump asked this guy, desperately seeking validation. He says, how did I do with the debate the other night? Desperately wanting that validation from random guy. Like, how did I do with the debate? Please tell me I did good. Tell me you love me. Tell me I'm the most amazing person you've ever seen, because I cannot survive another minute without knowing that you, random guy, love what I did. Please tell me this. I'm going to say this again. I've said it a lot. I'm going to say it again. How do these MAGA fanatics put this man up on a pedestal when he is so incredibly pathetic? Like, what a sniveling little weaselly thing to do. Like, please tell me I was great. Ugh. Please tell me you loved it. Ugh. I'm assuming Donald Trump, throughout his childhood and his formative years, never got any praise at all from his parents, right? And that is why he has grown up to be an individual that is constantly seeking that kind of validation, even from strangers. He seeks it from the media. He seeks it from his campaign advisors. He seeks it from politicians. He's got to have it from everybody everywhere, because God knows he was starved of it growing up. Well, guess what, Donald? America is not your therapy session, okay? We are not your counselors. We are not your therapists. If you need that kind of validation, go and sit with a trained professional, okay? Maybe book an extra hour, because I think you probably need it. But don't go out in America destroying our country just because you didn't get the validation that you so desperately needed when you were a child. You have had an entire adulthood, right? You're in your late 70s, so you have had, 60 years since you turned 18 to go to therapy, to work out these issues. You can't keep blaming mommy and daddy for not loving you enough after 60 years. At some point, own up to your own, inadequacies, own up to your own problems, and work through them. But here he is, a 77, 78-year-old man, still out there desperately seeking validation because mommy and daddy didn't give him enough attention when he was growing up. Hey everybody, I don't know if you've noticed this, but we are closing in on a pretty major milestone here at Fair and Balanced as we approach 500,000 subscribers. But we're not there yet, and we definitely need your support. So if you're not already, please do subscribe to the channel, and don't forget, like and comment on the videos and share them as widely as possible.